Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to analyze another process from its interpersonal metafunction, but the clause that I use is rather complex. So let's begin from the first clause. Where were you born? So we need 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And where were you born? Okay. Where is circumstantial adjunct, and then were finite, and then the subject, and this one predicator. So don't forget that mood only includes subject, finite, and mood adjunct, as well as polarity adjunct. So this one has the residue, and then this is subject. We need to merge it. This one, and then born is again residue. Okay, great. That's easy. Now the next one. Have you considered what you'll do if you don't get a job? So we need first to segment this clause. The first one, since this is embedded, so we will include it into this clause. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Yes. Have you considered your do? About this one is finite, and then use subject. This one predicator and complement. So this finite and subject must be mood. We need to merge it. Merge, and then this one residue. Yes, like that. So if you want to again parse this clause, for example, this embedded independent clause, so you can just add or insert above yes, and then you need to merge it, you merge it, and you merge it, and then you try to make about 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So what is the complement? You as subject will finite and do predicator. But first you need to divide this to split the table. Split the table, make 4 columns only for this column. But if you want to analyze like this, it's okay. Now next, what should be done to write a paper which you showed me? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on. We haven't analyzed this. Okay. Now, since if we have another clause like this, we need to separate it in analyzing. The first one, if you don't get a job, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 columns. So if you don't get the job, if it's not agent, so the word like if, because, and although, and something like that is not considered as the constituent in mood. We will see the difference. But sometimes because can be considered as a constituent, as textual adjunct in mood analysis, but we will see the difference later on in this video. So this one is subject, done finite, and then get a predicator, job complement. So subject and finite as mood, merge it, merge, and then this one residue. Yes. So you should not, in this context, you should not label if as one of the constituent, because it's not. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 4, sorry, because later on in class complexes you will learn the difference between embedded classes and non-embedded classes, but it is embedded like this, then it should be analyzed in one table. But if it is non-embedded, you should analyze into tables like this one. So insert 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4. What should be done to write? And then a paper. Paper as what should be done? What do you think? It's subject. And finite. It's predicator. Don't forget that finite usually we know it as auxiliary, and it can be attached to polarity not. So that's finite, but predicator has nothing to do with what is it? The tense. It's not influenced or affected by the tense. And a paper complement. Since this one is moved, this one is residue. So next one is which you showed me, because this one is in the dependent clause, which is non-embedded, so we must analyze it differently in different table. In different table. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, which is complement you subject showed. We need to divide it into two. Showed the first part is finite and the other part is predicator, and me complement. Again, the same as which complement, use subject, showed, finite, and predicator. Don't forget, since the verbal group only consists of one word, so it should be separated. One as finite and one part of it as predicator, and me again complement. So you and some part of show will be mood with predicator, and then the other part of showed and me is residue. This one is residue. So next, in this class, try to analyze it yourself. So try to analyze it, but actually, but here is not considered as one constituent, just like if, because, and so on. And okay, we will see the difference between textual adjunct and not. Here is the example. Last week I didn't go to school because it was raining. So because here is not textual adjunct, because textual adjunct should make relation to the previous one, should make like logical relation to the previous one. But here, since I didn't go to school, since should be considered as textual adjunct, but because here is not, or if you say again, write it because. Okay, the first because is not what is it? It's not a constituent. We need to leave it blank, like if and but. But here, because is textual adjunct, the same as however. However also is textual adjunct. So it is easy for you, I think, to analyze. Last week, circumstantial adjunct, I subject, and then didn't, a finite, go, predicator, to school, that's adjunct, because left, we need to leave it blank, and then it, subject, finite, predicator. Because here is, because it creates logical relation to the previous statement or to the previous clause, to the previous sentence. So because here functions as textual adjunct. So I, subject, finite, again predicator, and adjunct. This one subject, forgot, some part of forgot finite, and then some part of it forgot to submit is the predicator, and the assignment is complement. Try to analyze it, and however is the textual adjunct, because we use however to create logical relation to the previous one. I told my mother about it. I, subject, some part of told is finite, told, some part of the other part is predicator, my mother, complement, and about it, that's circumstantial adjunct. Again, it talks about matter. So try to analyze these three, or yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 clauses. You can make it into several, more than 4 clauses, 4 tables, I think, in the analysis. So that's all. If you have any question, please leave a comment below. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.